Hey guys, it's me Falco, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, it's Blood Titan finally getting a revamp. Woo, after however many years. But yeah, I've tried it out, it's actually pretty good. You can solo some cool things like the Icewing dude. And yeah, it's pretty decent for a tank class finally. Seen as though before it was absolutely horrible. Either way, let's continue. Okay, so to actually get the class, you want to come to Green Guard East and come up to see the Shimar dude. Before you used to be able to get the drops, like the Blood Titan tokens from the actual bosses themselves. Now you have to do this quest. Then you have to do this first one here, and then you have to do the second one. You get 25 per. You need 200 in total. It's been reduced from 250, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a member-only class, or you can buy it with ACs, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and we're in the museum as per usual. I'll go over the enhancements. Right now I've got all fighter equipped, I'm pretty sure, with health vamp. However, if you want to go the Forge route, I would recommend Dauntless or Valiance. Apparently people who do have Dauntless are saying it does pretty decent damage, around like 7k-ish. And that's basically because all your skills deal damage. But yeah, I would keep an eye out for that. Overall, you do deal pretty decent damage already. It's like 3k-ish with the 50% boost weapons. And if you want to go for anything else, you could do. I just think Health Vamp is the most useful out of the museum ones. Just because your skills use health, but you also regain health from your skills too. And also, I guess you could try out Luck, but personally, I don't think it has that much of a difference. I like seeing a lot of health. To be honest, I think it's more useful for a tanking class like this. Okay, we're in class hall to go over the skills, but firstly I want to go over something which I've seen on the design notes, and that's going to be that starting at rank 1, you have like kind of a rank 1 passive. This is basically that all your skills can't miss or crit, and additionally every skill except your auto attack heals you for 20% of your max health before the modifiers you have, like you know, increased crit to the enemy and whatever else. Okay, and after that passive, you also have a rank 10 passive where basically your auto attack, your Gilded Crusher will basically heal you. It will apply Life Drinker, so if we start off with this, you'll see that Life Drink is applied. This basically heals you every 2 seconds for 5% of your max health and deals damage based on the amount of health you do have. And yeah, I think that's pretty decent, especially due to all your other skills taking health from you. Okay, your first skill is going to be Titanic Smash. This basically has a few effects we'll go over. First of all, it's going to reduce the target's outgoing damage and crit chance by 60% and 30% for 8 seconds. It also has a 25% chance to stun the target for a single second. However, as you can see when you do use it, it will also cost 20% of your max health. Also another thing, apparently when you use your skills, they heal you for 20% of your max health. So you see a big heal right there, which I think is pretty nice. Even though it takes 20%, it also heals you for 20%. It says on the design notes. Not sure if I've got that right, but that's what I've kind of taken from this. And I think that's kind of weird, but you know. Okay, your next skill is going to be Titan's Fury. When you use this, it's going to increase your haste by 20%, and also implies disembowel to the target, increasing the target's damage taken by 30%. Both effects last for 15 seconds. However, once again, it does take 20% of your health, and then also heals you for 20% of your health roundabout. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. As you can see, you've got Titan's Fury and you have Disemboweled, so you've got the haste boost and also the damage increase, which is pretty nice. Okay, your next skill is going to be Titan's Curse. When you use this, this is going to apply a taunt on the target to yourself for 4 seconds, causing them to only attack you for the duration. It also applies Titan's Curse, which basically, you know, is going to make them have an increased crit chance, but reducing the crit damage by 300% for 2 seconds. It costs 10% of your max health. However, when you use it, you'll see a big crit number like this. When you use it on other opponents, it basically heals you for the amount it hits. So if you use it on Icewing, you usually get like a 6.5k heal from him hitting you with a crit instead of him actually doing damage to you. Okay, your next skill is going to be Blood Rage. When you use Blood Rage, this basically increases your physical damage by 100%, but reduces your healing power by 50% for 5 seconds. It's got the largest cost out of all the abilities. costing 30% of your max health. So you'll see a big amount of your health go down like this. And also I healed 1.19k instead of about 2.38k or whatever it is. As I said, it reduces your healing by 50%. So instead of healing 20% from using the skill there, you heal 10%, which is a bit annoying. But that's why you have to be careful of how you use your skills and not just to spam them, because otherwise you will probably end up dying. Okay, and if we go over the passives here, this one reduces your damage taken by 80%. This other one increases your endurance by 400%, but also increases your chance of basically getting hit by 50%, so reducing your dodge. And then finally, you've got the Titanic Bloodline thing. As you can see, these are the things I pointed out earlier. So all skills can't miss and can't crit. Additionally, except your auto attack, all skills heal you for 20% of your max health before modifiers like your 5th skill reducing your healing, for example. And at rank 10, Gilded Crusher applies your auto heal basically for 5% of your max health every 2 seconds. So yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty good tanking class. You'll see what I mean when we start to use it on actual enemies. But yeah, either way, let's continue. Okay, and what a better way to start it all out besides fighting the Ultra Blood Titan with your own class. And yeah, you can still see I'm healing from the thing. It's got a crazy amount of time. But yeah, basically what I'd recommend is using your 2 and your 3 at the start, using your 5th when you need to or when you want to, basically when you have enough health, watching your health as a total, and when you want to heal, you can press your 4th skill and you'll get a big crit heal usually from the enemy auto attacking you. But yeah, either way I'll continue. It's not really a combo in my opinion, it's just basically watching your own health and making sure your actives are up and as much as possible without killing yourself with your own damage from your skills. And yeah, either way, let's speed it up and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, and there you go, the Blood Titan's dead, it's pretty easy. You didn't see the big crit skill because basically the Blood Titan never hits you with a crit. I don't think the crit chance on this boss actually exists. But yeah, you'll see me still use my 4th skill because it only takes 10% of your health, so you heal more than you take, which is pretty nice. And yeah, overall, like I said, there's not really any combo at all, it's just keeping your actives as actives. And watching out for your 5th skill because it reduces your healing type thing. One thing I'd like to point out as well is that with the taunt, it may be useful for ultra bosses, but we'll have to see if people actually start to use it. Overall though, I think it's a pretty nice class. And we'll move on to the next enemy. Okay, now we're with the Colossal Primarch. You guys probably know this dude does quite a bit of damage as well. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see the 4th skill. I'm not too sure if he crits, but most likely he will, hopefully. Either way, let's continue again. But yeah, overall, once again, really easy fight. Okay, now we're going to fight Warlord, Icewing. You'll still see me healing right now just because I went through the rooms beforehand. But yeah, I'm going to have to speed this up even more. But we will kill him. It may take a while, but he will die eventually. Either way, let's continue. Also, keep your eye out for the 4th skill, Crit Heal. I think that's pretty important for this class. It's a really useful heal, basically. But yeah, either way, let's continue. Okay, and there you go. Warlord Icewing is dead. At one point you did see him hit me for 20k on a heal. That's because my second skill was down. Basically, the most important factors of this are keeping your actives, once again, active. So your second and your third skill to keep damage down on bosses such as Icewing. And also, watch out for basically the boss missing you, which I kind of saw a couple times in that fight. Like, there was points where I needed a heal, and he missed me, and I'm like, damn. Hopefully I don't die here. But I think a bit of a lifesteal, as well as just slowing down on using your abilities, does save you in certain scenarios like that. Overall, once again, an amazing soloing class. It doesn't have the damage more so of others, unless you use Dauntless or Valiance, for example. But overall, for survivability, easily like an S. Like, no doubt about it. One of the best survivabilities on the class in the game. Okay, and as per usual, we're in Dark World Legion to do the farming portion. Basically just, you know, using your skills however you want to. They're all short range, I'm pretty sure. So in a room like this, it's not a big deal. However, at the same time, you need to watch your health, because, once again, your skills use your health. And if you do it incorrectly and you just spam them, or you kill enemies too quickly, you will come into that problem of not having enough. I wouldn't use this for farming, obviously. Capabilities aren't there, more so just due to all the abilities being short range. It's nice kind of burst damage almost on enemies like this, but once again, I wouldn't go out my way to use this over more so just soloing and helping friends out with bosses. So that's about it. Okay, and I think that's going to be about it. Once again, I think survivability and soloing on this class, easily an S tier with the amount of health you have, and the heals and everything else, damage reduction, taunts. Really useful class. Could be useful for ultra fights if people want to try that out. Personally, I'm not that too big on them, so I'm not going to. But I'm sure it'd be somewhat useful, especially with the taunt skill. Once again, as well, for farming, you could use it. It's not a big deal. However, short range skills, as well as it taking all your health, not the best idea. The only thing which really does save you is the large amount of health you do have if you use like all fighter enhancements. It doesn't have the best damage output. The damage it deals is pretty decent. You can get like 5 to 6k on some hits. However, at the same time, it's not something like Warlord, where you'll be doing crazy amounts of damage, So you'll probably need to be using stuff like potions if you want to solo a bit quicker, which is normal, but you know, just keep that all in mind. Overall, I'm really happy with the rework. I've wanted this since the past video I made like a year ago. It's been in my Twitter bio for however long, and it's finally here. I mentioned it last week when Blood Ancient got a rework. I was like, yo, speaking of blood classes, when we're going to get Blood Titan rework? Like, it doesn't even work as a tank. The class beforehand, it didn't even work good before the revamp. When it originally came out, it didn't work well, you know, in between that stage. But now I think after the revamp, definitely a really good tanking class. A really good soloing class. If you can pick it up, pick it up. I don't think it's necessarily worth 2000 ACs unless people want to try it out with ultras. If people figure out it is good with ultra fights, I would recommend it for 2000 ACs. However, if you have membership, just go farm it. It's really easy. And yeah, overall, I think that's going to be it for the video. Apologies for not posting recently, been very busy. But I hope you have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you like the content, please do subscribe and like. And I'll see you next time. Bye.